Now, not everyone in Thurber's past worked in the depths of the coal mines. The white-collar jobs got to keep their collars especially clean, high atop New York Hill. At one point, this hill was covered in the homes and offices of Thurber's elite. Today, it's a home cooking restaurant welcoming the white-collar, blue-collar, even no-collar.
They built some houses up here on top of New York Hill for the office people, and they moved from New York.
Oh.
So they also called it Silk Stocking Row.
Okay, yeah, the teacup pinkies up when you came up here. Okay.
This is Janice and Mariella Mills, representing 3 generations of the Mills family, plus a basket of their famous homemade rolls.
You have to eat it with the honey, though.
Oh, okay.
You
I'm
even
not
get
gonna
the
complain
honey.
about
Yeah,
that.
There's the honey, too.
That is like warm, yeasty. Oh.
Made daily.
Oh, that is amazing. I know I'm hungry, but I could eat 10 of them. How do you stop? I mean, you just
You don't.
You don't. Yeah, like.
Over the past 35 years, New York Hill has become a beloved institution, built by a family for families.
My mother had started making this recipe, years ago, and
Okay.
so it was things that we knew how to do.
If you like them that much, maybe other
That's
people
right.
will too.
That's right.
It's multi-generational recipes served in a dining room whose walls tell the stories of the generations of Texans who lived in Thurber.
Photos all around here.
Yes.
We've just, over the years, collected them.
Yeah, we have people that will bring stuff in and be like, this says Thurber, Texas on it. Like, do you want it? And I'm like, sure, we'll put it on the wall.
Yeah. There you go.
There it is.
So you still have people who have Thurber stories?
Even the grandchildren, some of them are coming in, and they'll look to see if their grandparents is in it. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of history, a lot of collective memories. Y'all are kind of the heartbeat of what was Thurber.
Thurber will live on as long as we keep telling the stories. So while I've been sitting out here on New York Hill with the ladies, the men have been stuck in the proverbial coal mines, AKA the kitchen. But that's the way they like it. This is Grandpa Leslie, his son Randy, and his grandson Ryan.
All right, Randy, what'd you just drop in there?
Okay, I got some gizzards cooking here.
Gizzards?
Gizzards, yeah.
People still order that?
They love them, but they like these even more.
What is this?
These are livers, chicken livers. So
Now, do you eat these things?
I eat them. I like them. I had to grow on me. I got some right up here that I just cooked, and they're actually probably cool enough for you guys to sample.
Don't insult the chef. When he
Yeah,
says
that's right.
to try it, you try it. That's good. I expected not to like it. Like,
If you couldn't already tell, this is classic country cooking.
call me a believer.
A believer?
So what's the philosophy? What makes something good?
Just being real, I guess. Being real food. We don't like doing a lot of that frozen stuff just out of the bag.
Items that we like to serve and put on our menu are things that we cut ourselves and create ourselves. We don't. It's time consuming, but it's worth it. So.
You got one chance a lot of times for a highway traveler to win their heart. And if you can, they're gonna stop every time they're coming through.
That's true.
Well, also, our other half of our customers, we all know them. I mean, you all
Yeah.
live around them. It's
Right.
really embarrassing to screw up your neighbor's steak, or you know what I mean?
Home cooking abounds, but hand-cut steaks are their best sellers, so why not?
Let me tell you that if I was a hoity-toity bourgeoisie on the New York Hill back in the day, this is exactly what I would have eaten up here. I would have opened all my windows and let the smells waft out to the miners below.
That's pretty cruel.
It's pretty mean. Hand-cut ribeye, got a little garlic butter on top, a little skewer of shrimp on the side. They asked if I wanted a couple more rolls. I said, a couple more wouldn't hurt. Oh yeah, tastes like Texas right there. That is a really good steak. I don't think the coal miners of Thurber probably even knew what a shrimp was out here back in the day.
No way.
But on New York Hill, oh, we knew.
Wait, we?
I was
It's
one of-
we now?
I'm eating surf and turf for dinner. I think that puts me in the top echelon of society. I'm a spoiled man, Daniel. What can I say? Spending this long on the road, eating food as good as this, you get spoiled.
To see the full episode or to get info about how to visit this spot, trip on over to thedaytripper.com.